The band is huge. So to see all of the signatures of everybody supporting me was really big. Purple wig was my favorite. My band locker where I put my French horn had this sign on it that the horns had made for me. It was really big for me because they remembered that I was coming back and they cared that I was coming back. At the beginning of August of 2012, I started marching band. I was in the Owasso marching band and I was feeling really sick. It was not like everybody else was just feeling down. We thought it was just because it was so hot, because I wasn't used to exercising out in the heat and everything. Everyone else was recovering from the beginning of band and I was just staying sick. So we went to the doctor and got some blood tests, and the next day he called and said, "You need to get in here right now." And he told us that I probably had leukemia, needed to go home and pack. So we went, and when we got there we found out that I could have had a stroke at any moment. They did some more blood tests, and they did a chest x-ray and a echo, which is like an ultrasound of your heart. They found that my thymus gland was, which is right here, was extremely swollen, and it was pressing down on my lungs, which was causing the asthma that I thought I had. Leukemia is a cancer of the blood. The white blood cells are what fights off your diseases, and mine were not maturing to the level where they were supposed to be. So they were cancerous cells, and being in my blood, it wasn't like it was a tumor or anything, it was just my blood was cancer. So when we got to the hospital, the doctor came in and said, "Is it okay if I pray with you?" And we were like, "Yeah, that would be great." And so she prayed with us, and then the doctor told me that my treatment would be about 2 years, and it would be very hard. For 7 months, I was throwing up every day, at least once a day. I had no immune system because of the chemo, so I wasn't able to see people really very much. I would be able to have visitors every once in a while. I was mostly in isolation. I think the hardest part for me during my treatment was when I would lose a friend, because I would make a lot of friends at the hospital who also had cancer. I have lost 2 very close friends, and that was really tough. Through my whole treatment, I never allowed myself to get mad at God. I always knew that God would bring something good out of it. I believe that He has called me to become a pediatric oncologist. So later in life, when I have finished my med school and residency and everything, I will be able to help the kids and teens who are going through similar situations as I did. I'll be able to share God's love through His power of healing. People have asked me if I could go back, would I change it? And I would not change the past 3 years, because it's brought me so much closer to God and shown me His true power and His overwhelming love and peace. If I could stand face to face with God and tell Him one thing about the journey He's brought me through, I would tell Him thank you.